مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
Hello dear students, it's me Mr Osama introducing today's grammar lesson. Grade 12, Unit 3, Lesson 4. As usual, let's first check your homework. Open your student books page 40 and your workbook page 30. As for your student book page 40, you have exercise B. But first, have a look at exercise A, which we have already done last period. The exercise dealt with the word donation. And you should have done the same with exercise B. Have a look at exercise B. You should have made a diagram or a word web for one of these three words: relief, charity, assistance. Please hand your work out to your teachers. Now let's check the other homework activity, which was in your workbook's page 30, exercise A. Here are the answers. Number 1, donate. 2, relief. 3, volunteer. 4, gratitude. 5, fundraiser. 6, contribution. 7, donors. 8, on, depend on. I hope you did well in the exercise and got 8 out of 8. Now let's start our lesson. Today's lesson is on your student books page 41 and your workbook page 30. And our today's objectives are as follows. At the end of the period, my good students should be able to 1. Correctly match the uses of the past simple and the past progressive tenses with 9 sentences. 2. Correctly use 25 verbs either in the past simple or the past progressive tenses accordingly. Before we start, watch the following video to revise the past simple and the past progressive tenses, and after that do exercise A on page 41.
This lesson is about the past simple and the past continuous. Look at these sentences. I watched the telly last night. I was watching the telly last night. The first sentence is in the past simple. The second sentence is in the past continuous. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to form a past simple and how to form a past continuous, and when to use a past simple and when to use a past continuous, and more important, the difference between the two. First, we're going to have a look at how to form both tenses. As you might know, in the English language, we have regular and irregular verbs, and this is important to remember when forming a past simple. To make a past simple, for the regular verbs, we use the base form of the verb and we add ed. For example, he worked late last night. The irregular verbs have their own unique past tense, so you need to study those carefully. I bought a new t-shirt yesterday. The infinitive form of the verb bought is to buy. For past continuous, we do not need to care about regular and irregular verbs, because all past continuous, whether they are irregular or regular verbs, are formed by using was or were, the past tense of the verb to be, the base form of the verb, and ing. For example, he was working last night. Or, I was buying a t-shirt when I saw her yesterday. Now let's have a look at how to use a past simple and how to use a past continuous and how to keep them apart. We use a past simple for activities that were finished in the past. We usually use a time frame. He worked late last night. Here, last night is what we consider a time frame. Or, I bought a new t-shirt yesterday. Here, yesterday is a time frame. A past continuous is used for activities started and finished in the past, but we want to emphasize duration, so we want to show the other person, the other listener or reader, that it lasted for quite some time. For example, he was working all night, so we want to emphasize that it lasted the entire night. We also use a past continuous for an ongoing action in the past interrupted by a sudden event. For example, I was buying a t-shirt when I ran into her. So I was doing something and then suddenly a friend came up to me. That's when I ran into her. Please note that for the interruption we use a past simple. So we often find a past continuous and a past simple in the same sentence, where the past continuous shows us that it was a continuing activity and the past simple shows us the interruption of that activity.
After watching this helpful video, I believe that doing exercise A will be a very easy task. Exercise A. Let's read the question. Read the sentences below, look at the verbs in blue, and match them with the uses A to J. You have to pause the video, do the exercise, and play the video again to check your answers. Here are the answers. Look at the uses part. A. Completed actions that took place at a definite time in the past. Yes, 7. Read the sentence. I traveled to Poland with my family last year. B. An action that was in progress at a definite time in the past. Yes, 6. This time last Friday I was flying home from Brazil. Good. C. An action in progress in the past that was interrupted by another action. Good. 2. Thank you very much. Read the sentence. While I was looking for my mobile phone, I found my sister's diary. Good job. D. Completed actions that took place one after the other in the past. Yes, true. 4. Let's read the sentence. Andy opened the door and walked into the house. What about E? Past habits or repeated actions in the past, often used with adverbs of frequency. Do you know adverbs of frequency? Yes, always, usually, sometimes, often, never, and so on. So which sentence goes with this? Yes, 9. I always helped my mother make dinner when I was younger. Let's move to F. Actions happening at the same time in the past. Yes, 8. Mike was washing the car while his wife was making lunch. G. Background scenes of a narration. Yes, 3. It was dark and it was raining heavily. True. Use letter H. Repeated past actions or annoying past habits with always, constantly, and continuously. Yes, 5. My sister was always borrowing my things without asking when we were teenagers. What about I? Permanent situations in the past. Yes, 1. My sister had very long hair when she was young. The last use is J, an action in the past that interrupted a longer action in progress. Yes, 2 again. While I was looking for my mobile phone, I found my sister's diary. You've done a great job so far. That's why I have prepared the game for you to have fun. Pause the video, copy the link in your browser, and play a game that allows you to differentiate between the past simple and the past progressive tenses. Have fun, but come back again to do exercise C. Notice that I left out exercise B because we will deal with it inshallah next period. Have fun. Welcome back, dear students. Let's do exercise C. In exercise C, you have to complete the text with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. And as usual, pause the video, take your time doing the exercise, concentrate, then play the video again to check your answers. Here are the answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I understand. The exercise is too long, but for my good students, I think it's very easy. Now let's move to your homework. Open your workbooks, page 30. Exercise C will be your homework. In the exercise, you have to complete with the past simple or the past progressive of the verbs in brackets. If you have any problem with today's lesson, please contact your teacher for help and make sure that he will be very happy to offer you the help you need. Till we meet again, goodbye and thank you.